Good morning, family of mine. I'm back as promised this morning for your episode. Cats, I wish you guys would stop climbing up here. I really do. Oh, I tell you, I really wish that virtual wasn't virtual when it comes to Christy's dad. I wish he would show up and keep them from jumping up here. I really do. I really do, because, they keep jumping up on the stove, and I don't like that. That's why I didn't want to turn it back on, but I got pretty much bitched at because the stove was disconnected for safety reasons. People don't understand safety, and I'm like, ugh, y'all just don't get it, do you? So, yeah. The people just don't get it around here. They really don't understand safety anymore. They used to, because when I first started here, they understood it. When this first happened, they understood safety. But anymore, they just do not get it, y'all. So it's a scary ordeal. Honestly, I just don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that this is turned back on. I really don't like it, but I have no choice. You know, people don't understand safety anymore these days. So, what does it matter, right? Safety don't matter to people. Trust me, I've seen it on Ryan's streams many times. Safety don't matter to people. They're stupid enough to believe myths about opening windows during tornadoes. They're stupid enough to believe that parking under an overpass is a safe idea. They're stupid enough when hurricanes are so powerful that they suck the water in from the beach that they can just walk out and play in the frickin' beach. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but humans baffle me sometimes with some of the stupid stuff they do. I mean, I am a human, and some of the things that humans do when it comes to weather, it's like they tempt fate. Sitting outside watching supercells come in that are dropping baseball-sized hail. Like, sitting out there watching it. Or, like, sitting outside, you know, just watching them. In general, you should not be doing that, really. I know a lot of people did when they were kids. I understand that, but it's not safe. It's not a safe idea. It's dangerous, because if you could get struck and the storm's not even near you. And I used to get chastised. Mind you, I used to get chastised for running inside when it was thundering. And I'm thinking, if you could hear thunder, you could see lightning. You know, you could get struck. That was what I always believed. I didn't know, but I found out recently, like a month or so ago, that it's true. I was doing the right thing, and I was sitting here getting blasted. You should not be sitting outside watching that. It could kill you. I'm going to say it point blank. It could kill you. And that's the worst case scenario. But unfortunately, people don't want to give up them urges to sit outside and watch it. And one of the people that's really close to me is the same way. She still likes to sit outside and watch it. And I'm like, well, if I lose her, it ain't my fault. I warned her that it's dangerous to do that. Give up your Midwestern urges. But oh well, I can't stop weirdos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the storm police. If you want to sit outside and watch them, that's your own loss. I can't tell you what to do, but I could just be blunt with you and say it could injure you, or worse, kill you. So your decision to sit out there and watch it is your choice. I'm not going to stop you from making stupid decisions. That's on you. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to be blunt because I don't want nobody killed. I ain't no weather analyst. So I can be more blunt, but I just don't want to see any of my mom's subscribers killed or any of my subscribers killed. So I'm going to be blunt about it because I don't want to see anyone killed. These things could kill you. you know. And overshooting tops, those are the worst of the worst. They drop softballs. So, I mean, they could really hurt you. Oh, that hurt. Ooh. I don't know why I'm all stiff. Ow. Anyway, but I got my coffee, as you know. I got some cappuccino. Now, as I said before, I'm not going to tell you what kind it is because it's my birthday flavor and you have to see what it is. But I got that. I got me coffee, and it's one of my birthday flavors that my daughter bought me. And so, if you are not subscribed to the Far Out World of Coffee Creations, please go over there, and you'll get to see that probably later on this week. It will not, I know it will not be Friday. But I am going to try to get her stuff done this week. Because unfortunately, we have to redo everything because of the backpack incident yesterday. Everything was screwed up so bad. It was horrific. So, for those that are wanting information, which I'm probably going to have to do just a lounge on Far Out tomorrow and be like, so I'm going to have to put them songs over today too. Put the regular songs over and put the lounge songs over. To let them know what's going on, because yeah, they need to know what's going on too. Because yeah. Chill out, kitty. He has been like wired all morning. But yep. And I will tell you, if you all of a sudden on this vlog start hearing noises like sirens and stuff, it's the Memorial Day celebration. So I wanted to warn you in advance that it's planned. So because I'm not planning on going out this morning. I don't feel like it. Because I want to get this done in the morning and get it to you guys, as promised. Since I didn't get to do it yesterday because backpack was being a brat. Hey Molly, I got a question.
Okay, let's say you were a student in that movie.
Oh, in Mr. Holland's Opus?
Yeah. And you found out somehow that music was being cut.
What would you do? I'd ask my parents to change damn school.
Ha, go girl!
I would have. I'd have been like, Mom, Dad, can I change schools? I don't want to freaking be here. They're going to cut my damn music. I don't want to be here. No. I would. I'd be like, If that was my life, which it was as a kid, I'd be telling my parents, I don't want to be in this freaking school anymore. No. If I was musically inclined, that'd be a waste of my talent to be there. Because if they had no arts and music, and that was the way to save their budget, and they cut that, versus, like, for example, I don't know, let me think. Like sports, for example. Or if they didn't cut, like, I'm trying to think of some other, like, okay, like the debate club or the, what the hell is that name? Academia club or whatever. If they didn't cut stuff like that and they cut, like, all the because I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, look, you got kids that are talented in that and you cut that to save your budget, then I would be telling my mom and dad I want to switch schools. And I would do it very nicely, very appropriately. Like, I mean, I understand budgets, but to cut something where talent is needed, it's basically like telling them students, you don't matter. Your talent sucks. You don't matter. Is basically, I'm sorry, what Walters was doing there. Not just the teacher, but like basically telling them students, you don't matter in my eyes. And you know how I am about that speech. Don't get me started. But to me, saving budget, I would, what I would have done is said, hey, why don't we do some fundraisers to fund it? Houston did. One of the schools that, I know, which was, my school, they did fundraisers because they didn't have a big budget like JFK High School did. Which JFK High School, from what it sounds like, didn't have a very big budget either. But the difference between them and us is, at least in that movie, I don't know for real if that's the case. I don't know. But, and I know that ain't no fake high school either. Because I'm learning that movies ain't always fake names. I'll explain that in a second. But Houston, they would do fundraisers to fund things. Like, and sometimes, they actually had forms and everything. And like when they took us on trips to like the Reds game, they had us selling pins so that we could pay for our tickets. I mean, they did that. We in the elementary school, they did fundraisers to help with some of the budgeting. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Like, do a fundraiser for goodness sakes. I'm sitting there like, when they were talking about budgeting, oh, we have to cut the senior plan. Why not budget? Do a fundraiser to fund it. Like, for God's sakes. Like, are y'all lazy or what? Like, if I would have been a teacher there, I'd been like, what about a fundraiser? Like, come on. I mean, jeez. To me, I'm sorry, they were lazy in that movie. They were like, oh, we just have to cut stuff. Instead of, oh, let's fundraise. I'm sorry, that is one part of the movie I disagree with completely. It's like, oh, we don't have the budget, let's just cut shit. No, that's not how it works. That's how laziness works, to be honest with you. If you want me to be honest.
And if that's a true story, honestly, if that's based off of a true story, I don't think it is. But if it was, that's lazy. That's just pure laziness. Because, I mean, why didn't they just do fundraisers? That's what our school did. They didn't have the biggest budget. They didn't even have a football team. JFK at least had a football team. We didn't. So we had less of a budget than they did. So it's like, geez, come on, y'all. And the last I knew, I'd have to ask Mom, but the last I knew, they had a chorus, a jazz band, and a pep band for basketball. Now, I don't know if they've cut all that, but at least I know they didn't cut the pep band because they go to parades and stuff, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. And like I said, what I thought about movies, what I was saying about, I discovered not all places and things in movies is fake. One day I remember I was listening to Ryan Hall, one of his old streams, and I got up to walk into the kitchen to do something when I heard him say, Waukeeta, Oklahoma. And I literally slammed into the door because I halted and I didn't stop fast enough and I hit the wall. I was like, did he just say Waukeeta? What? Hold up. I spun around, walked back to my chair, turned the volume up, backed it up, and listened again. Because I seriously did not think that town was real. I don't know why I didn't think that town was real, but I did not think that town was real. And it is. They've actually got a freaking museum, I think, there or something. And I'm like, holy freaking shit. I did not think that town was real at all. I was like, yikes. I mean, I should have known it was based off of, they were talking about places, but it was like, I guess being younger, I didn't ever think it was real because I thought Hollywood was everything they made up. Everything was, in Hollywood was fake. When it comes to places and things like that, I thought everything was freaking fake. Nope. Waukeeta is a real place in Oklahoma. It is legit real. I did not know that. Because to me, being a 12-year-old when that movie came out, I thought, oh, they're just making up places so that they don't get in trouble. That's what I really thought. That they weren't using real towns because I didn't think they could because of copyright. Because I thought, because of music and things like that. I mean, I was aware of copyright striking and copyright, not really strikes, but copyright problems at a young age. I was aware of that stuff. Okay. And so I thought, okay, they probably won't use real names because they might not be able to in Hollywood. I didn't know. I mean, I was 12. So I was assuming that they could get in trouble for copyrights if they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought, because I had seen about copyrights. I've seen books, copyright this, and that. What year, 1987, whatever. For different books and things like that. So I was like, okay. I was like thinking that it wasn't real, and it was a legit town, and I was like, oh, okay. So it is legit. Okay. But yeah, I didn't know. I was surprised. I did not have a clue, y'all. I really did not. And my eyes are watering this morning. Yum. Kitty. Kitty. Meow. Meow. I can talk back to you, kitty. Clancy, stop mimicking your brother. Cut that out. Cut that out, right, Justin? Tell him. Quit that. You're supposed to have your own ID, Clancy, not your brother's. Don't you meow at me. Hello? Clancy, you're a dork. Clancy's a dork. Don't you meow at me. Don't you meow at me. Meow yourself. Don't you meow at me, boy. This cappuccino is so good. Both kinds are really, really good, I'll tell you that. Both kinds of cappuccino is really good. And like I said, I can't tell you what they are because if I do, then I'll give away those flavors. So I'm not doing that. But we've got the siblings until tomorrow, and then they'll go home to Mama. We kept them here today so that they could, have homemade barbecue with us and have some. And I also got, I also made those chili cheese dogs. We went and got some last week before they came down so that they could have those as well. So we made the onions as well. I gave the cousins the recipe so that they could make it for them. And we got the cheesy potatoes, just like, kind of the same thing, but we've also got barbecue because some of them love that as well. We got hamburgers, we got brats, we got the whole 9 yards. Clancy, stop meowing. Jeez. This is what I go through every day, and it is annoying. And as you can tell, he sounds like he's in agony, but yet he won't come over here. He's standing over there by the daggum door and meowing like that. Clancy, lay down and shush. Jeez. It is obnoxious what he does. I mean, it's pure obnoxious. Constant meowing. Drives me nuts. Dude, go eat breakfast if you want breakfast. You got food. I put it down last night before I went to bed. Well, early this morning. Goofhead. Just ditch. I'm gonna get his tail. I'm gonna pet his tail. Ooh. Just it. I was just petting your tail. Dude, no. You do not need to roll on your back with your butt toward me with your you-know-what sticking up. I am not touching you like that, sir. That's gross. This cat has the most disgusting freaking habit. He'll lay on his back with his back legs apart, facing me. And I'm like, ew, dude, no. That is sick, Justin. No. I will not pet you when you're laying with your back legs apart like that, sick freaking cat. No. That's something a dog would do. That's disgusting, Justin. No. I'll pet you on the back. I'll pet you on the side. I'll rub your belly, but I'm not rubbing your belly when you lay like that. I am not reaching between your back legs to get your belly, dude. Because I'm not touching that. Thank you. You disgusting freaking animal. Ugh. Thank you, Clancy, for shaking your head no and meowing. I agree to that meow. Now that meow I agree with. No. I agree with you. Clancy, that is one thing Clancy does not do. So I do appreciate that. That's disgusting, Justin. I don't know why he does that either. It's like, ew, no, dude, I'm not touching your manhood. No. If you want that touched, I'll get a wash rag and I'll wash you off. How about that, dude? That way I'm not exactly touching you. I'll give you a bath. He's just wagging his tail, hitting my arm with his tail. I will give you a bath. How about that, cat? I will give the kitty a bath. I will give the kitty a bath. How about that, Justin? How about if I give the kitty a bath? He says no. He's shaking his tail. He's just wagging that tail. Yum. Yummy. Cappuccino good. Cappuccino yum. And I'm recording it on the iPad right now, as a matter of fact. Because, yeah. That way I can put it directly from files straight over to Recorder HQ and upload it. So I will be getting because I will not be changing and putting all the channels over here because I don't have all the passwords memorized. I have far outs memorized. I could change far out over here, but I do not have, off the top of my head, I do not remember a match made in heavens off the top of my head. I mean, I do remember far out's password. I could move far outs over on the iPad, but I don't feel like doing that. Because I could find it, because I mean, I could find the two channels passwords, but then I probably will have to, when I log into them both, I'll probably have to sign my devices in. So it's like, I don't feel like doing that. But, yep. Yum. Yummy. Cappuccino, good. Like I said, for the beginning, I always try to just talk a while because these babies are hot, and if you don't chill out for a little bit, it will burn the crap out of your mouth, and that's when you have to slurp. So I'm trying to avoid slurping because I do not like to slurp on YouTube. Unlike somebody else we know who likes to slurp, 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 slurp. Lunzy, slurp, slurp, lunzy. Anyway. Slurp, 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 blind coffee man. Oh, ha. Hey, I have Christy rights. I get to pick on lawns. Yeah, you get to pick on Lonzy. Yeah, I do. That honestly, no offense, Alonza, but all that's triggering in my head is, it's the blind coffee man, the brand new superhero whose power is drinking coffee. That's how his powers are ignited. Oh my God, Bobby! I'm sorry. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I'm not right. His kryptonite is coffee. I don't know. You ain't right in the head, woman. I know it. Neither are you, but hey. Oh, gosh, you guys. Mommy's not right. No, I'm not, but hey. But yeah, I don't think, like I mentioned yesterday, I don't think Mom actually recorded with that, or Mom would have known, because Mom would have been like, don't record with that. But I don't think Mom caught it. I think she just deleted it because she got frustrated because of the, I think what happened with her was she had a file deleted by accident. I think is what happened with Mom. I don't think she actually recorded with the app when she deleted it, because I know for a fact that if Rocky Mama would have seen that it was acting funny when she was recording, she would have been like, don't record with that on that phone, if she would have caught that. But her phones, I think most of them are newer than mine anyway, so it wouldn't have even done it, because I don't think she has any of her real old ones that she uses anymore. So, because I think she got rid of that one. I think. I don't remember, but because I think with her recordings, I think she does her newer ones. I don't think she uses her older one, if she has it still. I don't even remember if she still has that phone, but if she don't, then that's why. She probably didn't think anything of it, because it wasn't recording funny. Because the newer ones, it's not screwing it up. And mind you, the other one's only a 12. It's not that much newer than my 10. So, I mean, it's only maybe a couple years newer, if that. So, I mean, it literally sounded like I was all muffled up and I didn't sound right. And it sounded like the old audio messages that you used to do when you didn't know how to make it sound clearer, where you used to pause the message, flick left, and then start it again, and it would make you sound a lot better than you did. Well, it sounded like you would before that, where your voice was all muffled. It was bad. That's what it sounded like. And I'm like, I am not putting a vlog up like that. That's why yesterday it took me forever to get the vlog up. But we got it. and like I said, I do apologize for the loud clicking, but that's you know, that's all I can do, unfortunately, anymore with that, because I like the quality over here, and I like that the boys cannot just stop my recordings. Unfortunately, Recorder HQ is way too sensitive for that, and the boys can easily stop my recordings. And unfortunately, with the speech off, you can't tell when it does that. So I have to figure out, if I do change apps to record, I've got to figure out what apps, you know, I could use that they can't stop the damn recordings. Because if they stop the recordings, they're going to ruin all my vlogs all the time. Because they have a habit of, they want attention, especially Justin. Justin is terrible at that. He wants to reach over and try to touch the screen, even though the screen curtain is on and he can't see anything. He wants to reach over and tap it with his paw, and it's like, I've got to figure out what app would not be so sensitive, and that's why I have to go through what I have to go through with Backpack, because yeah. So yeah, that's what I have to go through with Backpack, because unfortunately I have to basically go through that situation, because I don't want the boys to tap the buttons and stop my recordings. But even Recorder HQ, I mean, it doesn't matter what app you use, they're all going to have their flaws, because Recorder HQ does too. The other day, Mom put up a vlog and it said, she said basically, she was trying to say Recorder HQ, but it said Quarter HQ. Instead of recorder, it said quarter, like the change quarter. Dictation sucks, guys. Just saying. Dictation is horrible. So if Mom's titles come out funny, dictation screws things up. And so just heads up. If my titles or Mom's come out and we don't catch them, that's why. Dictation is horrible. And poor Mama, I think she was in a hurry and didn't catch it. But, anyway, dictation just sucks, which I'm going to fix that for her today. Before I upload this one, I'm going to go in and fix that title for her. Because, yeah, it did. And Mama was so tired, and I'll just tell her, Mama, I fixed it for you. But, anyway, and see, that's my thing. I can go in and do that for her real quick, and I can fix that title for her and just, boom, save it. There you go. Because, yeah, if Mama doesn't catch it because she's exhausted, I can go in and fix it. That's the advantage to being in Mom's channel. I can go in and boom, there you go. I fixed it. Dictation screwed it up again and you didn't catch it because you were exhausted. I got you. But anyway, it has a problem with you know, not doing things right. And like I said, every app has their quirks. I mean, Recorder HQ the other day, basically what she meant by it not liking her, if she didn't say it on there, was that it deleted most of her vlog and she had to fix it. Why it did that, I do not know. I guess it didn't record it, or I don't know what the heck it did, but it messed it up real bad. I'm like, oh, really? So it doesn't matter what app it is. They all have their quirks. It all has quirks. No app is going to be perfect. But at least they should have warned us, hey, you know, especially those of us who use the app a lot. They should have warned us, hey, this app is no longer going to work with such and such devices. Like, and he didn't. So it's a good thing you didn't beta test it. Yeah, because if I would have been like, dude, it's not working with my phone and I vlog with this phone. It's not working with my 10S Max and I vlog with that phone. Well, at least it's not bad on my other two devices. Because if it would have done that, I would have been messaging his butt going, hey, dude, it's not working on my 10S Max, my 12, or my, and I'd have to see what the heck iPad I have. I think it's a 9 or 10 generation. I'd have been like, dude, this needs to get fixed. It doesn't work on either of these. Like, come on now. Because, and it's so much easier to do things on my 10, but, because I always have the 10 with me, but now it's like I gotta have both phones basically stuck up my freaking rear end, it seems like. I have to always have one of these other newer phones if I want to record something. It's like, jeez, guys. Like, warn people of stuff like this. Like, come on. If you're going to change it and make it that it's obsolete for certain apps, at least when Apple went to 64-bit from, I think it was like 16 or 32, they warned us they were doing that. Instead of just, oh, by the way, boom. They warned us they were changing bitrate. I mean, at least warn people when you're going to change format on them, especially those that use your app all the time. Like, warn them. Like, hello. And like the one app that I have that I use obsessively, basically, because I love the content that it does. I love what it does. The developer emailed me directly, and other fans who use it all the time, and said, and mind you, I will tell you, Backpacks Dev had my email address, so there's no excuse why he didn't do that too, honestly. All he did was sent me the beta test. And I'm like, I didn't know I was supposed to. I wasn't told about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not just going to do something without being directed to. This guy straight up goes, hey, I need your help. Like, he sent me a message. I replied to it because I was talking about the voiceover thing with the, because he told me what he was putting in it, and I said some stuff. And he said, I need you to apply to be a tester because I want you there to help me with accessibility. Straight up. And so I did. He's like, I don't want, you being left out of this. I don't want the blind being shoved away. I need your help. And so I went in to fix voiceover stuff for the app. I went in to tell him what he needed to do. And like one of the things was we had to get buttons put back in because some of the buttons weren't working right. And he was fixing the buttons so that we could double tap. And I mean, I worked, that's part of the reason you guys didn't hear from me either, was I was actually beta testing this app, trying to help and get it accessible for blind people to use. And But he did. He emailed me and directly said, hey, I need your help to test. Whereas Backpacks Dev, no. He didn't even message you on the Twitter he knows you on, did he? No, because I went over and looked at it. Because I figured, because he has my Twitter, which is the one I'm on, actually. He did not message me on there one time, even throughout the testing, to say, hey, what do you think of it? That's why I'm saying I didn't even know I was supposed to test it. Because I had the beta test, but I wasn't signed up for it. So it was like, I didn't know if I was supposed to just test it. I wasn't told nothing. I wasn't emailed. He has my email address. The Gmail. Yeah, the Gmail that he had. Yeah, the main Gmail. Yeah. So it was like, he didn't email me. He didn't Twitter message me. So it was like, okay, sure, sir. Because I would have helped him if he asked. I mean, I would have had no problem doing that. But, I mean, he didn't really ask me about it. So it was like, okay. Whereas the developer of this other app jumped on it and was like, yeah. So to me, it sounds like the one that asked you really wanted accessibility more. Yeah. Yeah, to me, that's what I was feeling too. It was like he wanted his to be great when it went in without any bugs. Because technically, not being able to use it on the 10 is a big time freaking bug. It's a big freaking bug. Pardon the French, but you know, it's frustrating because it's like, it's really frustrating when you can't use the phone that you have directly connected to the YouTube channels. You have to put it over on another one. And like I said, I can just connect the files, send it to Files app, put it over there, delete it out of the Files app, I guess, after I upload it, go from there. So dumb, but hey, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Clancy, please don't. Oh my God. This is what I constantly have to listen to every day. It's just annoying as hell. I'm just glad both of them don't do that, because I would be so obnoxiously annoyed. I would never get anything done. Would I just it? Would I just it? You're giving me kisses and you got a wet nose. Justin's got a wet nose. Yes, he does. Don't you? Don't you, you purr box. Don't you, Justin? You got a wet nose. Brrr, brrr. Clancy, you're a dorky dork. But anyway, guys, I don't know about him sometimes. I don't know. Like I try to keep my feet up sometimes in the mornings because he has a habit of flying through there, and he does not care where he's going. It slams into my feet, and it does not feel good. Yummy. I might get me the other kind too, because it sounds yummy right now. Just sounds yummy right now, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make me another cappuccino. Yummy. Anyway, and that way in the morning I will make crispy fried butter puffs. Excuse me. So I will get that out over here. Into that. There we go. There we go. Time to make the other one. I'm in the mood for another cappuccino. The other kind. And I'm using the same mug, of course, because there's a common denominator with them, so it's all good.
sure to get every little bit out there.
I'm imitating that phone. Anyway. Now, I'm going to move my coffee over here. And I'm going to, there yeah, I'm going to move it. Oh my. That way I can put this and also I guess I'll do it this way. Fill up the Keurig. That way Christy has water in the morning for hers. All right. Okay. Got my coffee. Push the Keurig back. That way in the morning, when Kirsty gets to try hers, she has water in it. She does it for me, so I'm gonna do it for her too. When she borrows it to make cocoa K-Pods, you know, she puts water in it for me. And when she, you know, when she did hers last year and used all my water, she filled it back up for me. So the least I could do is fill it for her. And this is the other flavor she bought me. She bought me 2 cappuccinos. That's all I'll tell you. So you'll have to, like I said, you'll have to tune into Far Out this week and find out. I'm not sure when I'm going to upload them. I'm going to try for possibly Saturday or Sunday, depending, because I want to actually premiere them. So I'm going to upload them and I'm going to premiere them. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to try to get them recorded. Maybe one a day, get them ready and premiere them. So I might record like the little one today and go from there. And just like record maybe 2 tomorrow. Take today off of recording besides, you know, just doing this. Because I told you guys I was going to do this and I'm going to record this like I promised. I always, as Mom would tell you, if I make a promise to someone, I'm going to do my best to keep it. And I promised you guys I would do a coffee vlog and I didn't get to yesterday because the time got away. And then I was dealing with the incident. So I kept my promise and I'm giving you guys a coffee vlog. So I wanted you guys to have your coffee vlog. And Of course, we gotta, before we get out of here, we just definitely gotta say Happy Memorial Day to all of you guys. And stop and think about those we've lost, fighting for our freedom. We've got to take time and remember them, because that's what today is all about, is remembering those that we have lost, those that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. So think about that today as you go through your day. And so we gotta definitely think about them. And I'm probably gonna pull out the Memorial Day show this afternoon and listen to it. I'll probably listen to my journal a bit, and then later this afternoon, I don't know. Or maybe close it out with the Memorial Day show. That might be fun. Not do it in the afternoon, do it in the evening, maybe? Yeah, like a little, yeah. Because I know it's on yours, so. And probably break down in tears like you did last time when it first aired. Ouch. Yeah, that was a rough day. Oof. Youch. And do you remember what the day was? Like the date? Off the top of my head, no. But let me tell you, that was when Matilda, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. We call it Matilda for short, because it's such a long title. But that's the day that song brought me to tears so hard. Oh. And I told one of my best friends about it last night that I hadn't talked to in a while. Because she's been busy, I've been busy, we've been busy. Life happens. But we were on the phone call last night talking. I'm about to message her and ask her how her barbecue turned out last night. Because she had barbecue. I'm about to ask her how it turned out. Oh, you mean Rhonda? Yeah. Oh. I'll have to message Rhonda and go, hey, how'd your barbecue turn out last night? My nose hurts me. I gotta know. You might have to get them onions she was talking about. Yeah, I know, right? I'll have to ask her what they are so that I can find them, or what aisle to find them in. Because you are an onion freak. Yeah. She said you could put them on like sandwiches, you could put them on salads. I'll have to ask Rhonda where she gets them. I know she said Walmart, but I gotta figure out. I'll have to ask her what aisle to get them in. Because I want those. Oh, and I have to get her to send me that that flower thing, what the name of it is, so I can find it, or where I find it. Oh, you mean that anxiety relief thing? Yes. I'll have to tell her to send me that, so I can message it to basically myself if I have to. But yeah. But she said there's this, because I was telling her about Clancy and how storms scare the piss out of him. And she told me that there's a natural remedy that's like a clear liquid. You could stick it in their water, like put a couple drops in their water when it's supposed to be severe weather, and it'll calm them down. That's what she said. It was a dog. She did it for her guide dog, who basically, she lives in Missouri. I'm not going to say where. But basically, Missouri is known for them. Okay? So, basically, one was over her house, and it was not moving. It just sat there. And she, it scared the daylights out of her poor Golden. God love little Gemma. But she was terrified for the longest time, and Rhonda had to get this recipe thing, this liquid, and I guess it's online, and she basically put it in her water, and it helped her. And you just put a very little bit in their water, and it's like, it's not, it's not something it's not an essential oil, it's not anything like that. It's a clear liquid, she said, and it helps. So if I knew, for example, we were going to have, let's just hypothetically say a tornado watch or something, I could drip that in their water, they could drink it, they wouldn't even know practically it's there because it's clear. And I'd sprinkle it in there, just a couple drops in it, and if they, of course, they drink it, it'll calm them down. Which technically I'd really hope Clancy would, because he goes nuts. Whereas Justin is a clink. He's just clingy. Aren't you? Yeah, you're over here by me. Yes, you are. Justin. Aren't you? You're soft. What do you do different that your brother don't do, sir? You want to answer that? What do you do that Clancy don't? Because he's rough. His furs are rough, sirs. I would say Justin grooms more than Clancy does or something. I don't know, but Justin is always like really soft fur, whereas Clancy's fur is like really rough. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This one's so good too. I love these. I really do. I love these cappuccinos. They're so good. And they're so easy. Just pop them in the Keurig and go. It's like, yeah. Whereas the rest of them, you just, like just pop a cappuccino in there and bang, go. I miss my one coffee pot, my one coffee cup. It was so cute. It was a big fat round cup with a lid on it. It was like a pyramid almost. And you put it in there, and then it had I don't even know where I got the damn thing now. I don't remember if my SSA gave it to me because she had it and just gave it to me so I wouldn't spill. But it had it was a plastic cup, and it had a little gripper on the bottom of it. I miss that cup. But it had a grippy on the bottom of it, so it would stick to something and grip it. Like a TV tray or something, it would stick to it. Or to a table. Like if I was at the shelter, for example. If I was at the shelter and I had it stuck to the table. And it would grip. And so it wouldn't just get tipped over. So for example, if Miss Kelly would hit it with her wheelchair by accident, because she's wheelchair bound, if she would accidentally bump it with her wheelchair, it wouldn't spill my coffee all over me. Which she's pretty good at not hitting the tables, but I'm just using her as an example. Because sometimes she flies around there like a maniac. She's crazy. Anyway. Kelly's the one I told you guys sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West. If she could imitate her, that's the one I'm talking about. On A Match Made in Heaven. I brought her up over there. Which, Kelly's one that I'm allowed to say because she told me I could. And which I only use first names anyway. I don't even know her last name. But I wouldn't use her last name in the first place. That's a HIPAA thing. But I always call her Miss Kelly because she's older than me. So I always do that. Anyway, but she sounded like the Wicked Witch of the West. She could imitate her. She's a goober. She's something else. And they know that I'm on YouTube. A lot of them do. And Kelly's one of them that, you know, like I said, some of them I can mention because they know and they don't care. But I don't use, you know, their last names. I just use first names if I have stories about them or whatever. But Kelly, she was, oh God, she's killing me. And she does a really good Wicked Witch of the West impersonation. Get Samantha to have her do it. But wish she could hear her. I don't know if she's ever heard her do it. Yeah, she probably hasn't. No one. I don't know if Kelly did that for her yet. I'll have to ask her if she's done it yet when I see her, because she says she's coming over today, but I'm not going to bother her because it's Memorial Day, and in my opinion, she should have Memorial Day off. I mean, she's taken it off from her other individual, which is one of my good buddies. He's a trip and a half. So if his name is ever brought up, it's going to be on Far Out mainly, because that might be the one he'll follow if he decides to subscribe to one. So if you ever hear me mention his first name on there, that'll be why, because I'll probably shout him out if he follows it. And then I'll just shout him out, because I always shout out my peeps. And Willie is doing good. He's a goofball and a half. My buddy Willie. And I always got a kick out of my phone because it always spelled his name right. And usually you wouldn't think it would, but it spells it correctly, even though it's, you know, an I-E, not a Y. It never spells it with a Y. I'm like, that's impressive that it actually spells it correctly. I'm like, wow, phone, really? But, yep. But my other friend, he might go with us on Friday. That's why I said Friday's off limits, because I'm going to be hanging out with my friend in Samantha. We're going to go watch my former friends that I haven't seen in years. Because, well, can't really say former friends, but my former county, former friends in the sense of some of them might not even be there, but some of them, heck, I don't know if they even will notice me standing there. But yeah, you know, that's kind of why I'm saying it that way. But the former county I was in, we're going to go watch their talent show, so we'll see how that goes. And I have a feeling that my friend might be in it. I'll be surprised if he's not in it, honestly, because he sings all the time. He's such a singer. So we'll see if he's in it or not. Oh, Jason? Yep. My friend Jason, yep. If he's not, I'll be surprised. I'll actually be sad. Because I'll be like, what happened? If Jason's not in it, I will seriously be sad. But yeah. Part of the reason I want to go is because James might be there too. I don't know. Oh. I hope he'll be there for that. I don't know. At least I can find out. because I know he retired as an SSA years ago, but I sent him an email, but I've not heard from him, and I'm kind of worried, honestly. That's kind of I've kind of got ulterior motives for going, not just, but I want to find out what the hell happened to that guy. You don't think, I hope not. I hope he didn't pass on, because I didn't see anything on their but I haven't been following them that long either, because I just got my my new Facebook, so it's like I haven't been following them that long to know. I hope not, but I'm hoping to goodness he's there, or somebody who knows him is there that comes up to me, because I'll be like, what happened to him? I messaged him, I emailed him, but he hasn't responded. But anyway, I seriously hope he's there. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm praying for a miracle that somebody, But yeah, I don't freaking know, because I haven't heard from him in years, and usually he responds pretty quick, especially to an email. I honestly don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I have no idea. Because I went back a few years, I believe. I think it was, or no, not for them. I don't think I did, but hello, feeder. Gulp, 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 gulp. Chug it, chug it, chug it. Meaning the feeder. But yeah. But yep. So I have a few kind of ulterior motives for going. I want to see my friends, but I also want to find out if he's okay, because I haven't heard from him in ages. I'm hoping he goes. If he's not bombarded with appointments and stuff, I hope he goes. I just hope I don't hear bad news when I find out. Because that will not be a pretty day. Because then I'll be like, oh my gosh, that's why I haven't heard from him. Because usually, like I said, he is the type that would message you right away when he sees an email. And I haven't heard from him in years. And I'm afraid to call the phone number because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not going to just call him because he prefers emails. So it's like, and if that's the case, you'll get it somebody else and they'll be like, who? Yeah, I don't want to find out that way. I'd rather find out through somebody than find out by calling a phone number. The incident with Gordon Lightfoot is the reason why I'd rather hear it through an acquaintance than find it out through like Facebook or anything like that. That's why I haven't gone back through the place's posts. I don't want another Gordon Lightfoot incident. I would rather go over there and see them and go, hey, I haven't heard from such and such in forever. Is he okay? I'd rather hear it directly from the horse's mouth than go on Facebook and see, oh, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Gordon Lightfoot, y'all. People were trying to get a hold of me to tell me themselves, and instead I found it out on Facebook. I don't want that again. I do not want that again, because that was bad. That was a horrible night when I found out Gordon Lightfoot died. That was an awful, awful, awful night. I couldn't even get my words out of my freaking mouth. And so basically, I could not speak. I was like, bleh. And so basically, oh, there it goes. The celebration's happening. But I couldn't even, get words out of my dang mouth. It was bad. But anyway, and like I said, I didn't want to go out with the thing anyway because they call me the other name, so I can't do that technically. So, and I'm recording this because I promised. But yeah, I'd rather hear it from them rather than. It'd be funny if one of his people saw you and messaged him, hey, you missed her. She was at the talent show. You get an email then. Yeah, because see, he doesn't have my number right now. Do you still have his? On the 10, yes, I believe I do. I still have his dang email, I can tell you that. Because I remember his daggum email like it's yesterday. It'd be funny. You should message him and go, hey, I'm going to be at the talent show this weekend. Find out what time you guys are going and tell him. I don't know if I want to tell him or not, or if I want to surprise. And then let him tell him, hey, you missed her, you know. Yep. See, he doesn't have my number anymore. He should have my email address. Because that has not changed since he's seen me. So he has my email address still. So if, one of his people's still there that he talks to. What would you do if we ran into that couple? Or are they still in Ohio? I don't know. The last I knew, I know that the original couple split. Oh, yeah, they got a divorce, unfortunately. She's remarried. She's in, the last I knew, I think she's in Indiana, but I think she could have moved back. I don't know. And then him, I don't know who he's with now. Oh, yeah. I don't even remember who's all around there anymore. I know the one's still around there because I've heard her name mentioned. And she's into like all kinds of art and stuff like that. My one friend. So I don't know if I'll run into her or not, but I don't know how many of my former colleagues I'll see over there. Um, Didn't that couple keep coming over to your house and stealing you? Yeah. Yep, before they split, yeah. I remember what time, I don't remember which one was driving, but they both had a license at the time. Because they were high functioning DD. And they came over and stole me. And James had no idea. And I was over hanging out with him. And we ordered pizza. He's over there. And he stopped in, I think, to visit. And they hid me from him, right? They hid me. The wife took me. We hid in the bathroom, right? We hid in the bathroom because that was the closest place to hide. When the husband seen him pull in, and he's like, Rachel, he's like, hide her. So Rachel grabbed me. We hid in the bathroom, right? Because it was like right off off the living room. So we hid in there. And then Rachel's like, okay, get ready. So her husband opened the door, because mind you, they were married at the time. So I'm working it that way. Her husband opens the door. Hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. Then Rachel sneaks me out, and I'm like, we both went, surprise! And he's like, whoa, what the? I'm like, got you. We got him. It was fun. We got him. We got him so good. It was hilarious. He did not expect that. It was hysterical, though. It was absolutely freaking hysterical. I loved it. It was funny. We got him. We got him good. It was funny. We got James so bad. We both got a kick out of it. Because he was going to go over, and Rachel and her husband, because wasn't your power out or something? Yeah. So I actually went over because I called him. And I asked him, I said, hey, do you mind if I borrow your shower? Because the power was out. And I had to get a shower because we were going to karaoke. And she says, well, grab your outfit and come on over. We'll come get you. So they came over and got me. And I was already cleaned up. And I had dinner with them. And he stopped in to visit them. And they're like, you can just take her from here because she's here with us because her power went out. So she came over and got a shower over here. Because I couldn't take a shower before karaoke, which I always did. So I was like, crap, this ain't good. So I called Rachel and her husband, and I'm like, hey, do you guys mind if I take a shower at your place? Because I didn't have any freaking shower. That was bad. So they let me come over, and I spent pretty much an afternoon with them and took a shower at their place before karaoke. So then he just picked me up from their place and went from there. It was like, yikes. Because, yeah, it was bad. Which I didn't always go over there, but, you know, I was over there a few times because she had a bad habit. Even though they were high functioning, she did have a bad habit of being really motherly. And it was just like, it was kind of a little bit overbearing. But yeah, it was a bit overbearing at times, but you know, when I got the shower, he was actually there. James was actually there. So he was like, don't go in there with her. Because, I mean, I didn't know where else to get a shower at because that was close. And they were like right around the corner. So and then one time they stole me and we went and got ice cream. And they just brought me to him. Because they're like, we're going to go get ice cream, James, and we'll just bring her over to you. So they got ice cream. We went. Oh, shoot. But like her, I actually had, after a while, I had to actually block her because she would like blow me up. She would call like 3 or 4 times, and then she'd leave like a voicemail, call again, leave a voicemail, call again. And I'm like, I blocked her, but not her husband, because it was just like, her husband did not blow me up. But it was like, dude, girlfriend, no. Because it got to the point where it was overbearing. And I'm like, girl, you cannot do that. I'm busy. I can't just answer the phone all the time. And I told James, I said, I hated to do that to her. I said, they're sweethearts and everything, but it's like, she just got to the point it was obnoxious. And I mean, I understand people want friends, but you can't get friends by blowing somebody up like it. It don't work that way. You don't blow them up. You just don't do that. Yum. But yeah, she had a very bad habit of doing that. But the last I knew, she was in Indiana somewhere, and he moved on too. So I don't know. But I do hope Jason sings. I have a feeling you're gonna get mobbed when you walk in there. If some of your friends see you. Yeah, I know. the new individuals are not going to know me from Adam unless the originals start bragging and stuff on me. At least they can't pull you into the talent show because, one, you're not theirs, and two, you don't have any music. Exactly. They can't pull me in. Too bad for them. Well, I could a cappella something, but I'm not with that county no more, so that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. If it did, I'd be surprised. But you guys will get, even though Mom's doing a vlog, I will probably put one up on Saturday morning. I'll do another vlog and tell you guys about it. So how about that? I'll do that. So Mom can do one in the evening and I'll do a morning one on Saturday for y'all and tell you what happened. There you go. That way you guys, I'll do another coffee vlog on Saturday for you. And I'll tell you about the talent show and tell you if he was in it or not. That way you guys can get an update. Because I know you guys are going to want an update. So I will do a vlog on Saturday and tell you guys about it and let you know what happened. Then Mom can do the nightly thing. And I'll do Saturday morning and do a coffee thing and tell you guys the details. So that's what we'll do. So you'll see me again Saturday of this week. And I'll tell you guys all about the talent show. But anyway, yeah. I wonder who the heck the drummer is. Because they said something about a drummer. I wonder who it is. I do too. It makes me curious. But yeah, I wonder who the drummer is going to be, because I'm just curious, because there's singers, there's dancers. They said there's drumming. I wonder who the heck the drummer is. But I can't wait to see if my friend's in it. If he's not, I will be honestly sad, because that would be like, oh God, he didn't give up singing, did he? People didn't tell him to give it up, did they? They better not. Because if anybody did, I'd know who did it, and I'd be angry with her. And that'd be his darn staff, if he still has her butt. Oh, the one you don't like. Yes. I'm not going to say names, but if he gave it up, it's because she probably told him to. And he does anything she tells him to freaking do, unfortunately, because he's, easily influenced by her. What are you going to do if she's there and comes up to you? I don't know. I'll be appropriate, but I will not be happy to see her, honestly, because I'll be like, that woman's weird. I'm sorry, but she's weird. Are you going to tell KJ? Christy? Oh. She probably knows, but I will message her maybe tomorrow or something. I'll go on that Facebook, because I'll have to go on my other Facebook to do it. And tell her, hey, I'm going to find out what one we're going to. If we're going to the 1 o'clock one or 1:30 one or the 10 something. See if she's busy or not. Because I'm going to tell her, hey, I'm going if you guys want to show up. If you want to come and support the individuals. Because I'm going. I don't know who all's in it. And if she can't, I'll say, I'll just give you an update on it. Because KJ was a staff. I know she probably isn't no more, but KJ used to be. And it was so funny because when KJ and I worked together, her other two clients, well, 3 clients, 2 of them they were roommates, and they lived right around the corner from me, and so did her other ones. Her other one did too, lived right there. I mean, we were like right in the same vicinity. It was just nuts. And I knew the two male roommates, I knew them. But I didn't realize they were, hers until then. And she would put one in the car and bring him out to see me all the time. And they were both nonverbal. And he the one would always, when I first started with them, the one guy would pat me on the head all the time. He'd walk by and just pat me on my head. Not hard, just tap me on the head. Hi. That was his way of saying hi. He'd pat me on the head. And his staff just got a kick out of him because it was always me though. It was always me. He'd always pat me on the head. Like he would always do a physical touch on me. Like the others, he would just like smile at him or something, like the ones that could see him. He'd just grin at him or wave. But with me, no, it was always physical. He would always pat me on the head. Or sometimes I caught him patting me on the cheek. He'd reach down and pat me on my cheek. And he never slapped me. Just real gentle, like doink, 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 hi. What's up? And they'd get a kick out of him because he would always did that. He would always sit there and pat me on the head. And they got a kick out of him. The staff just laughed out loud because they're like, he's not, he's not, what everybody claims. He's smart. Because some people made fun of him all the time, like, he don't know what he's doing, blah, blah, blah. Which is not true. Just because they're nonverbal does not mean they don't know things. It's in there, they just can't speak it out loud. And they're like, he is not dumb. He knows that she's blind. She can't see what he's doing, so he's got to show her, hi. And that was his way of saying hello. I mean, he was something else. And like I said, they never spoke. They could make I think the one could make little noises. And, but they'd sit there and they took the one out. Christy took the one out for a drive. And she called me and she says, hey, what are you doing? I was like, not much. She goes, I'm bringing so-and-so. I'm not going to say names. With him, I'm not going to say names because they don't know I'm on YouTube. But she's like, I'm bringing so-and-so over to the house so you can see him. Because I hadn't seen him in forever and I knew who they were. So she brought him over. And when I came up to the window, he was all happy to see me. He just started smiling. He was like, I'm like, haven't seen me in a while, have you, bud? But, yep. But yeah, we had so much fun. Me and KJ, we had a ball. I mean, she was fun. And so Saturday, like I said, I'll do another vlog like this on Saturday and tell you guys about the talent show and maybe have more cappuccinos again, like I did today. Because I don't know how long it'll take me to tell the stories, but I'll tell some more stories from that county, and talk about my friends from over there. Yum. Cappuccino good. Cappuccino yum. So delicious. I love it. Anyway, I'm going to head on out, guys, and I'm going to upload this for you. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Remember the reason we celebrate today. And I will be back Saturday for you guys. And I will do a vlog and tell you about the talent show. Anyway, guys, remember, you are special. You are awesome. You belong. You matter. You are loved. And you are safe. Have a great morning, everyone. I'll see you back here Saturday. God bless.